welcome to day number 5 of our Christmas Advent yoga sessions. We are today going to be doing an energizing flow that is going to be continuously moving the body, so we will get quite warm. You may want to have some water near you, but please do take any rests when needed and just listen to your body, especially if you are new to yoga and perhaps you've not yet performed an energizing flow yourself. So if you also use a block, you may want to use this. So if you use one for sitting down so you can keep the spine nice and long, or perhaps you use one in different types of asanas, then please grab whatever it is that you are using as your block. We will not need a strap, so don't worry about that for today. So just come and sit down in a comfortable seated position. Just take your time to just slowly relax the mind and breath and press play when you are ready. So arriving at the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, drawing the shoulder blades back, palms facing forwards. Connect with your breath and just begin to unwind. Close the eyes and begin shifting the weight forwards and backwards, gripping the mat with the toes, coming up to balance and lowering back down. Then coming back to a still point where you feel neutral and balanced, weight evenly distributed between both feet. As we begin our practice for today, if your eyes are closed, just slowly begin to open them. We're going to take the arms out to the side, lifting all the way up, bringing the hands through to the heart and tuck the chin into chest and roll through the spine. Allow the weight of the body to draw you over as you arrive in Uttanasana. You can keep the knees soft if you would like. And then plant the hands down to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to straighten as much as you can without taking your hands off the mat. And then bend the knees again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down. Go again, deep breath in. Bend the knees and exhale. Send those hips up towards the sky. Slowly begin to bend the knees. Send your left leg back. Arriving in your low lunge. Right knee is over ankle. Focusing forwards, we drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Let's rise all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale, soften a little bit into the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. Begin to tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee, coming up to a high lunge. Inhale, stretch, and then exhale, lean into the legs, swing the arms back. Inhale, rise back up again. And then exhale, place the hands back down, framing that front foot. Keeping the back knee lifted if you want to. Start to extend up with the right arm, sending it up towards the sky. And then bring the right hand back down. Start to bring the back foot in slightly. Drop the heel so it's now 45 degrees and lengthen into pyramid pose. Couple of breaths here. You can use a block either side of your feet so that you can keep a little bit of lift if you're struggling to get a straight spine. You can place the hands also onto the shin. We're then going to start to turn the body out to the side. So we're going to pivot on that back foot so it now becomes a little bit more 45 degrees. Start to twist, still keeping in that forward fold. Place your right hand on the inside of the leg, either to a block or just to the inside of the shin. And then lengthen up with that left arm as you arrive in Trikonasana. And then slowly bend that front knee, arrive into Warrior Two. Just check the alignment of the feet. Draw the shoulders down, gazing forwards. We come into our side angle, bringing the right arm down to right thigh and extending all the way up with the left arm. Taking a deep breath in, breathe out, push through that front foot. Arriving through warrior two, we send the arm forwards, we turn the palm and we breathe out, reversing back. Coming back to your warrior two, start to straighten the front leg. Pivot now to the side of your mat. So you're bringing the feet just about not hip distance, further than hip distance apart, but into a wide stance. Take the arms up towards the sky. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, hinge forwards from the hips, sending the glutes all the way back, arriving down with the fingertips touching the earth. And you can use a block here as well to rest on if you need to. If you haven't got a block, use whatever it is you've got as your alternative prop. And then placing your left hand down onto the earth, we're going to open out with a little twist, lifting up towards the right arm. Exhale, lower the hand down. Inhale, stretch all the way up. And bring the hands back down. If you want to start to heel toe the feet out to the side, you can do that too. Slowly lowering down. If it's within your practice to get your head to the earth, you can do that as well. Keep breathing here in your forward fold. And then push through the hands, lifting up slightly, walking your hands round to the left foot, and you begin to turn. So you're coming into that low lunge. Focusing forwards, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Take it into a rise, deep breath in. And exhale, sink a little bit into the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands back down, lift the back knee. Plant the right hand on the inside of the left foot and peel up with the left arm, coming into that twist. You can drop the back knee if you want to. And then slowly bring that hand down, framing the foot. Gradually bring that back foot in again to arrive in pyramid pose, lengthening both legs, lengthening the spine. Fingertips to a block or to your shin or to the heart. We then start to bring the left hand on the inside of the left leg. We twist open with the hips. The back foot turns out slightly as we arrive in Trikonasana. Ensuring we're not collapsing into our ribs here, so keep that spine nice and long. And then push through that front foot, arrive back into your warrior two. And adjust the feet accordingly. Coming into that side angle, leaning over, deep breath in. You can extend down to the floor if you want, or if you want to take that arm around behind. Gazing up towards the sky. And then just slowly release the arm, take it over, deep breath in, exhale, push through that front foot, arriving in warrior two, reaching forwards, turn the palm over, exhale, reverse. You can again take the arm around behind you if you want to. Coming back to warrior two, straightening that front leg, heel toeing the feet slightly in, lifting the arms up. Exhale, hinge forwards. This time you're going to come to about 45 degrees, reaching forwards, and then bring yourself back up again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forwards. And rise back up. You can soften the knees as well if you need to help bring you up to protect the joint. And we go again. This time bring the hands all the way down to the ground. And you can either place again your head down to the earth if you want to heel toe the feet out, or you can stay slightly lifted perhaps on this round if you want a bit of a change. We then walk the hands round to the right foot and we pivot on the back toe. We start to gaze forwards. You can rock a little bit forwards and backwards if you want to. Work into the hip. And then slowly step forwards into your Uttanasana forward fold. Take a deep breath in, activate through the legs as you push into the ground, lift the arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, swing the arms forwards, bend the knees, breathe out, release the arms behind you and take hold of the fingers. You can then lift the arms up and over if you want to, or you can keep them resting on your back. Whatever feels right at this moment. Wherever you are, release the hands, place them down and slowly rise up, pushing through the floor. One last time, deep breath in. And exhale, release. Taking hold of the hands, taking it into that shoulder stretch if you want to. And then release the hands back down. Heel toe the feet out to the side. And then we're going to come into Malasana for a very brief moment. So slowly start to send the hips down as you arrive in your Uttanasana. Careful not to fall back. If this is too much as well for the knees, you can stay upright into goddess pose, which is here. Or, if you prefer, place a block underneath the glutes. We will be coming a little bit more into this pose later on in our practice, on another day, but we're just going to arrive here, Malasana, for a brief moment. Place the hands down, send the hips all the way up. Heel toe the feet back in, slowly rise up. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands down to the heart and start to lift the right leg. Taking the hands around your left shin, draw the knee in. We're then going to release the hands from the shin, find your balance. As you take the arms up and you start to extend the leg forwards. You can keep the leg lower if you prefer, or you can keep it high. And then slowly lower the leg down. Give the leg a shake. Arms come down. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, interlace the fingers, bringing them down towards the heart, lifting the left leg. Hug the knee in towards the chest. Lifting up nice and tall, release the fingers from the shin. Take the arms all the way up and extend the leg forwards. Slowly bend the knee, place the foot down, hinge forwards again, Uttanasana. Let's come up to a halfway lift, deep breath in. Exhale, place the hands down, step back into your plank pose. Arriving in plank, keeping the knees off the floor or drop them down if you want to, Chaturanga. And then pushing through to your Cobra, Sphinx or Up Dog. Lifting the hips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale into Downward Dog. Pedal through the knees one at a time. And then we're going to do that little vinyasa flow through Chaturanga a couple more times. But if you want to take it into a high plank straight away, you can. Or you can extend all the way up into your three-legged dog. Bring the weight forwards. And then Chaturanga. Down if you want to give it a go. Exhale, push back. And then we go again, lifting up with the left leg. Bring the weight forwards and Chaturanga. A little bit harder maybe as well. Drop to the knees, push the heels back. Resting in child's pose for a moment, you can bring the arms down by your side. And then slowly release, coming to sit up onto the back of the heels and take the legs forwards. So for our pose today, we are going to have a try with our reclined wide angle pose. So we are going to bring our left foot underneath our right to begin with, sitting up tall. Placing your left hand down to the side, taking your two-piece fingers around your big toe. Sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in, begin to lift the foot off the floor, keeping the arm nice and long. We start to extend through the leg out to the side. Really press into your two-piece fingers to create a little bit of resistance. Your leg does not have to extend. You can keep a slight bend here if you prefer. Release the foot down and we switch to the other side. So again, placing that right hand down next to you, lift the foot, take your two-piece fingers around the big toe and extend out to the side. And release back down. So we are now going to try doing this with both legs lifting. So check you have enough space behind you because we've got two different options. If you want to sit against the wall as well, you can also do that if that helps, just to ensure that if you're worried about rolling too far back, it obviously gives you a little bit extra support. So you're going to engage the core. Really focus on a spot. Take hold of your two big toes with your piece fingers. Make sure you're onto your sitting bones. And then start to extend the legs up and out to the side. Arms are nice and long. Even if you need to bend the knees, try and keep those arms long. And then release back down. So you will go back slightly. So if you want to practice against a wall, obviously you just make sure you don't go right against it. Keep a little bit of a gap so that you can, if you do rock back, you'll just go back very slightly. Otherwise, what you can do is you can practice with the recline, holding your two-piece fingers around the big toes, extending up and using your core, and it is sometimes a bit of trial and error. So you slowly go back, use your core, engage as you arrive here, and then you're going to push all the way back up in and arrive back in your wide angle pose. So try and be really careful. Oh, there we go. So as you go back, try not to go too far back, too quickly, so that you lose control. The moment you feel like you've lost control will be the moment that you'll find your legs are going all the way up and you might start to panic. So you really need to take it slow. And go one more time. So you have to engage the core, and that momentum will help lift you back up as well. So slowly begin to go back. Ensure you're not going to hit your head. Toes can come to the mat. And then use your core whoa to finally pull you back up. It didn't work this time. Let's try again. There we go. And then release. So thank you very much for joining me for our energizing flow today. I hope you enjoyed it, especially with our reclined wide angle pose, our Supta Konasana. And so just play around with it and have a try. Maybe you want to give that a good go and keep practicing it today, or perhaps you feel like you've had enough. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as you saw with me. Sometimes it just doesn't work out at all, so you have to start again, but you just keep on practicing and you will get there. Just remember to really engage your core so you're not relying on the tension between your two-piece fingers and your big toe. Also that you're not relying on your back to help pull you up, and also you're not straining the neck too much either. But I hope you enjoyed today, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you for joining in today. Don't forget to hit subscribe in order to follow the remainder of our Christmas Advent yoga sessions. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.